G'day guys, it's Jeb here from Adelaide RV and I'm back with another episode of Adventure Ready. This one is a short, sharp and shiny video all to do with the brand new Fusion radio systems that are coming standard in all of our range here at Adelaide RV with Supreme and Leader Caravans. Okay, so I say radio, but it is a Fusion entertainment system. It has Bluetooth features, it has internal and external zoning, it even has its own app. But what we're going to do is just run you through a few of the most common features of how to use this particular Fusion radio. Okay, so here I am up near the Fusion radio, and you'll see over to the far left hand side we just have a very simple on button. Okay, so we press the on button in and the Fusion radio will come on. Now the last time this radio was on, it was already preset to Triple M here in South Australia, 104.7, and you see that's exactly what came up straight away. But if we have a look across, we can choose different selections. So if we go all the way across to the right hand side, you'll see we have our obviously our arrows to cycle through. Now these are all the preset channels, so it's not going to go into like an old school scan. All right, it is actually only going to pick up exactly what is there. So as we just continue to click that button across, every channel here are all preset. So again, 107.1 SAFM, this is just obviously picking up without having to go through the old school scan system. All right, so we'll leave it there on 107.1 SAFM, and I'll just go through the volume. So it just has one big button here, which is the volume button here on the actual head unit. Now, if we click that, we'll see we have Zone 1 and Zone 2. All right, now if we click it twice, Zone 1 and Zone 2 will go up or down accordingly. All right, so it is basically bringing the volume, the increase to the volume, it's bringing to not only just the inside, it's bringing it to the outside at the exact same time. Now you may not want that. You may just want the radio on the inside, and you want nothing on the outside because you're inside the caravan. So what we would do in that case is we press the button, we bring the zones up, we then press it again. Zone 1 is all inside, Zone 2 is all outside, and obviously the third click is bringing them both together. So we'll just go back to here, we're in Zone 1. All right, so we can still go up and down with Zone 1, but you will see that we still have some bars set here on Zone 2. So you're best to turn Zone 2 off altogether. All right, we go across to 1, and then you can regulate the sound here through the internal speakers with nothing coming from Zone 2 or the external speakers, which again are a standard feature. So again, if we want to go in opposite, let's say someone wants to come in for a nap while your partner wants to sit out and listen to the cricket on the radio or whatever, again, you can take Zone 1 off, and then Zone 2 we can put on. And again, you may be able to hear that now coming from the outside speakers. Alrighty, now before we move on to the next feature, I just want to show you with the zones, so with the volume, Zone 1 and Zone 2, you can actually name them. Okay, so if it's easier for you to go inside, outside, or internal, external, however you prefer to talk, you can press these three lines. Alright, now it'll give us our settings. So whenever we need to scroll, it's just scrolling that same volume button, and then when we need to click enter, it's clicking the volume button. So I'll just go back a couple of steps, and we'll do that again. All right, so I've clicked the three lines here. All right, I've scrolled down to settings, I've clicked enter. Then it's brought up zone straight away. I've clicked enter again. I can then go into Zone 1 and Zone 2. If I click enter again, I'm in Zone 1. All right, this is where we get to our balance, our tone, our sub-frequencies, sub-levels. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see one there saying set zone name, okay? If I click that, I can then go through and actually change the name of the zone, all right? So they are preset. Zone 1 is inside, Zone 2 is outside, but if you do prefer to be able to rechange or change the name to internal, external, then that is exactly how you do that. If I need to go back, you just keep pressing the three lines here, and you'll go back through every step that you just took all the way back to the start here that shows us exactly what radio station we are on. Now, if we move along one, we will see, again, this funny little arrow here pointing to the right-hand side. If we press that, that's going to go through, obviously, our different forms of frequencies. So we have our AM at the top, FM, which we're on, auxiliary, then we got Bluetooth, and then obviously our digital down the bottom here. So I'm just going to click on Bluetooth here now, and I'm going to give you an example. I have my phone over here to one side. I'm just going to give you an example here now of the phone and exactly what we need to do. So we're in Bluetooth. If we press these 3 lines again, it's then going to bring up the sections with inside Bluetooth. So again, we can see here discoverable. We need to click enter and make sure that that tick is on discoverable. Now, if you have one of these units and you're struggling to get your Bluetooth to register through your device, chances are you just haven't clicked this discoverable button. I'll go back a couple of steps and we'll run through that again. So we're in the Bluetooth function, we're clicking our 3 lines, we're getting into our settings, and we're clicking the tick for discoverable, okay? And then from there, I'll jump into the settings on my iPhone. Now again, obviously all different devices are different, but for iPhones, which are extremely common, again, if I click on the Bluetooth button and then I scroll all the way to the bottom, it's going to be searching, and then we see MS-RA60. All right, it's actually picked something else up here as well, but that's the code number or the model number of this particular unit. All right, so I'm just going to click that one. It's going to do its thing, and then here it says Bluetooth pairing request 487915, 487915. So I just want to hit pair, all right, and I want to hit yes up the top. All right, that's then going to go through. We can jump into our Spotify. Does anybody have any favorite songs? Let's just put a bit of Vance Joy on. Hey, I don't mind a bit of Vance Joy. Saturday Sun. There we go. So if we jump in here now, we can see it's discovered my name, Jeb Gross. That's my Bluetooth. So again, we can click out of that and we can adjust our zones and our sounds through here. Make sure that your phone is obviously up, and then you can turn the zones up accordingly. Go back to zone 1. All right, and same deal with the outside. And you'll see whenever you are on Bluetooth, it'll bring up obviously the song along there. Now, I haven't tested the exact range, but I do know that it works from in underneath the awning arm. So I might just walk outside now and I'll test the range to see exactly how far away I can be from our external speakers. All right, so here I am, you know, picture you're outside, you've got your camp chairs out or your table out and you're sitting out. You can control everything via the Bluetooth here with just the external speakers. But if you want to get a little bit more tricky and a little bit more fancy, I can actually link, Fusion has an app. It is called Fusion Link. So if you jump into your app store, you can download Fusion Link, so you don't need to be in at the head unit to control the zones because you can use the app on your device. Okay, so here I am, I'm back inside the caravan and I'm not doing anything with the actual head unit itself. I am solely going to go to the Fusion Link app. So you see here I'm in my app library. I can see the recently added Fusion Link as I've just downloaded it. I can click on that one there and straight away it brings me up the song that I am playing. Okay, so we can see, you know, it's song number 8 of 15. It's at 1:42. We can see here the actual, you know, the name of the song, exactly who the singer is. But if we go through the plus and minus here at the bottom, you'll see that's our volume. And as I do that, you'll hear it come back live here inside the caravan. Now that is just whatever zone we're set on. All right, but if we want to change that zone, we've got our 3 little buttons over here to the right-hand side. We can click that, all right, and then from there, you can then change the zone. So you've got all right, or I can change zone 1, or I can change zone 2, which again, as you know, is the outside speakers. Now, if you need to mute it really, really quickly, you just click the off-on button here once. All right, so if you see that, I've just clicked that button and then bang, it is gone to mute. All right, hit that again once, and then we are back on. And then last but not least, if you hold that in, that is going to be the unit turn off. So guys, there is a short, sharp, shiny video on the new Fusion radio system, audio system that we are fitting inside of all of our Supreme and Leader Caravans from MY 2024. Okay, so again, if you're in an older Leader or Supreme Caravan, this will look different, although you do have the ability to be able to upgrade and put Fusion systems in your caravan if you desire. They are a far superior system. They have been the leaders in the marine space for so long. So again, super simple to use. All the latest technologies with the apps, and it looks quite sexy here in this top cupboard as well. So guys, that's it for today's episode of Adventure Ready with Adelaide RV. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give us a like. Put in the comment section what you want to hear next. And I really hope this video is a useful tool next time you're trying to work out exactly how to use your audio system in your new caravan. Until next time, keep traveling.